Hello and welcome to EGW Writings Tech Tips. I'm your host, Daryl Thompson. Thank you for joining us today in another of our series on learning how to use the EGW Writings 2 app on your iPhone. Now I'm going to talk to you today about the difference between My Library in EGW Writings 2 and Apple Books. Both have very similar function and features. But we have built within My Library the ability for you to be able to also read not just within a single language, but keep track of your bilingual reading between, say, German and English, or maybe Spanish and English, or Portuguese and English, or Chinese and English, or Chinese and Portuguese for that matter. You have the ability to track multiple languages within My Library and keep them in a sort of a separate book library shelf collection. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you right now the differences between the two applications, very simply. You see I have open here the EGW Writings 2 app, and when I click on My Library and open it, it's going to open up to the last book that I was reading, which is Acts of the Apostles, and I'm in chapter 1. So as I read away here through chapter 1 of my book that I'm currently reading, the Acts of the Apostles, you will notice that all the text comes up and you can see my study center highlights, they're showing as it comes through the book. All right, I finished reading. I'm up to, page 11 probably here. Is it? Page 11? No, page 10, paragraph 2. All right, let's just close back. And we're going to close out of the app. So I'll just pick up my phone here so I can swipe up. If we can do this. Come on, Apple. There we go. You can do it. All right. We're going to close the app out. All right. Now, once we close the app out, the next time we come back into the app, and I'm going to click on and open EGW Writings 2, and then I'm going to go click on My Library, and it will return me right there to the exact location that I was reading, which is, what did we say? Acts of the Apostles, page 10, paragraph 2. Now, we can do a similar thing, of course, over in Apple Books. Now, it doesn't keep the exact reference code in the pages the same. It recalculates all of those pages. So if I come over here and go into Acts of the Apostles, it says that I'm currently reading here Acts of the Apostles chapter 1. You notice that it doesn't really have, as I scroll through, the page numbers here do not match up with the page numbers within the EGW Writings original books. So what we did, if you want to be reading here, you'll see right there in red, in square brackets, page 11. So that's the start of page 11. If I come back here, you can see that we list the pages. So that was page 10. We don't list them in the beginning of the chapter. That was page 12, page 13, page 14. So you'll see that's the original page mark numbers if you're opening Acts of the Apostles within the iBooks. And you say, well, how do I do that? Well, it's no problem. Let's close out here, come back into EGW Writings. And when I click on the little AA here at the top, I can click on About, which will take me back to the beginning of the screen, and I can say, I want to open this book within EPUB. And that's what Apple Books likes to use within the EPUB, and I click on that, and it will go and download and put me back, and I can go through and read the book within Apple Books if you so desire. Now, you don't have all the different abilities so much here. You can highlight and make some notes, but there's a lot of features, a ton of features that we have built in to the original, let's come back out here, within the original EGW Writings. All right, so you can create, as you saw here, notes and highlights and bookmarks. Now you can do that within the iBooks app, but I think our app makes it a little bit easier. But that's up to you to decide which you would prefer. We've built both abilities within our EGW Writings 2 app that you can read within the app, or you can go out and read within the Apple Books. All right, well, thanks for joining us in another little tech tip on how to use the EGW Writings 2 app, My Library, in comparison to Apple Books. Thanks for joining us. Have a nice day now.